Two things are certain in life, at least they used to be: death and taxes. But now the world's richest men perhaps have found an answer to both. Maggie Harrison writes in Futurism, experts worried elderly billionaires will become immortal, compounding wealth forever. The longer you're around, the more your wealth compounds. Just imagine, if you want a visual of this, Jeff Bezos' bald head, forever, immortality. He's staking part of his $100 billion fortune on living forever, or at least a lot longer than the rest of us. Leland Vittert's here, professor of data science at Washington University, features editor of the Harvard Data Science Review. Isn't this just sort of like the natural progression of progress at some point, right? Because we, in the 1700s, we had no medicine. We had leeches. Then we had penicillin, organ transplants, fountain of youth.
We've never had this level of money being invested in these so-called immortality pills. And, usually I would say, like, here's a pill that makes you live longer, sign me up, here I am. But we haven't really thought through all the potential consequences of having these billionaires and these super, super wealthy in charge of this amount of compounded money, which if they live an extra 20 years, their money is going to compound incredibly with real repercussions. Take someone like George Soros, for example. He alone put $140 million into the elections just this past year, these midterms. And if he had an extra 20 years of life to compound his wealth, he could be giving almost $1 billion into our U.S. elections every time we have them, which is more than enough money to ostensibly put one person in charge of swaying our entire political system. So there are real repercussions to these billionaires living the extra 20 years or 15 years.
Right, and that's why there's estate taxes for rich Americans, right? Out of Carnegie and Vanderbilt and J.P. Morgan and the like, the idea was we didn't want dynasties in America. Now you're going to have the Bezos dynasty. You think about him, $108 billion, Gates, $102 billion, Elon Musk, $140 billion, even though he's lost so much money lately. Mark Zuckerberg, $43 billion, also has gone way down. But still, these guys have dynasties that will go on in a way that J.P. Morgan and Carnegie and Vanderbilt did not. Bezos funds cellular rejuvenation programming. Gates fights against Alzheimer's, HIV, polio, malaria. Musk with Neuralink, which obviously could help with neurological conditions as people advance in age. Who knows what that does? Zuckerberg wants to cure world's diseases by the end of the century. The flip side of this is, if they make all of us live a lot longer, are we able to support that?
Sure. And I mean, one of the things that a lot of these groups are talking about that they are funding, which you never know what's actually going to happen when the money hits the pavement, but they're talking about only spending efforts on drugs that can be democratized. And what that means is that they don't spend millions of dollars to put the drugs in the market. They're going to be so expensive that there's only a few treatments for a few people, but they're working on therapies that can be mass produced for a relatively low price. Now, if someone actually discovers a drug that costs $1 million to make, I'm not so sure they're not going to be giving those out. I think most people sign up for one of those.
Yeah, the benevolence of Jeff Bezos is not something you really want to stake your fortune on. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.